So I think the most recent advancement in education is the internet, right? So if you think about the history of the world, for most of history, where you were born, your proximity to books and libraries, these were the factors that determine your academic success. And today we have 100 million libraries at our fingertips in our pockets. How do we take advantage of that? How do we take advantage of having all the world's information? How do we teach students how to be good digital citizens, good digital leaders, so that how they find information, how they search for information? So I think the internet and the availability of connecting with anyone in the world and connecting with anything in the world has been fascinating. And I think we're at the very beginning of this, right? So in 1995, only 1% of the world was connected to the internet. Today we have 40% of the world connected to the internet, and that number continues to grow. So that, to me, is the most advanced thing that you find in education. I think the biggest challenge in the education sector is trying to prepare kids for jobs that don't necessarily exist yet, right? So, when I was a kid, somebody would ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I had like 10 choices, right? Or it felt like 10 choices. Or if you ask most adults, what is it that, what do you want to be when you grow up? Most adults will joke and say, I don't even know what I want to be when I grow up. And they've been working for 20, 30 years. I think as we prepare students for jobs that don't exist, as we prepare students for jobs that are going to change over time, how do we do that? And it's not necessarily, preparing a kid to be a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer anymore. It's about problem solving. And so how do we create problem solving based education so students can answer that critical question, which is, what problem do you want to solve? And what are the knowledge and skills and abilities that you need to solve that problem? Yeah, so I think the most exciting thing that's happening in education, as far as I'm concerned, is this idea that we're moving to a more competency-based model, right? And so that, and alongside that, is this idea that the classroom isn't so much inside of a box or inside these four walls, that we can expand that we can go outside. So taking those two things, right? Competency-based education, where students are learning by doing, that they're learning by actually getting things done, as opposed to, waiting for 6 months or 9 months for a grade that they can't do anything about, or they can't get any feedback on. Competency-based education gives them the ability to try things and actually get immediate feedback. At the same time, expanding the world of, or taking the world of education outside of that box and giving kids an opportunity to get that education anywhere at all times, and whether that's in real time, in person, or through VR, right, through virtual reality. I think that combination of being able to build competency-based skills and at the same time building the opportunity to get kids outside the classroom, that's what is the most exciting to me.